This year, we have completed quite a few great achievements, including getting to 100 and 1,000 subscribers. So let's look at a montage of every single video that I've made this year. Enjoy!
I found what I think is the most craziest seed of all time. On 1.21.3 there is this glitch well, floating post, and more. On the seed, -8752047148834387726. When you spawn in, you will be really close to this desert village. In the village, there is a blacksmith with 2 diamonds, which is cool, but that's not what we're looking for. A little ways away from spawn though, at the coords 167567251, you will find an oak village. If you go to the well, however, you'll notice something weird. It's floating. Also, there's this weird cobblestone box with water in it. I think it's the bottom of the well that got moved or something. And also a floating post. Can someone out there tell me how this happened? Let's play Minecraft Trivia with Survival Boy 09. How many types of sand are in Minecraft?
2.
Wrong.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Cause soul
I see
sand.
why. Soul sand. I didn't even think of that. Can you name tag a boat in Java Edition?
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Other than armor, tools, and the netherite block, what is one thing that netherite ingots can be crafted into?
The low one?
Correct.
With looting 3, what is the max amount of ender pearls an enderman can drop when killed?
4?
Wow, you got it right.
I just took a random guess, no way. How many types of ice are there in Minecraft?
3?
Wrong. Because the ice made by Frostwalker boots is called cracked ice.
What 4 potion effects are given to the player when you eat an enchanted gold apple?
Regen, fire resistance, strength, and the extra hearts one. I forget what that's called.
Doesn't give strength.
Well played.
You too.
I found a block that no one knows about, but you've probably seen it. You might think I'm kinda crazy, but hear me out. This block is a very weird block. It cannot be obtained in survival or even /given. The only way this block can spawn is in the end. It is the cage bedrock pedestal, aka the bedrock slab, which is the bedrock found on end pillars. It kinda almost looks like a hopper upside down. If you place an end crystal on any other bedrock though, nothing will happen. Also, once you explode the crystal, it turns back to normal bedrock. However, when you go into the F3 menu, it still says bedrock. But now you know that.
Minecraft Biome Tier List, Part 6, I think. Gravelly Peaks. These biomes are basically an infinite source of gravel. Great if you need it, otherwise, they aren't very useful. They are tricky to navigate and don't really have anything interesting in them. D tier. Bamboo Jungle. Bamboo jungles are great because they basically give you infinite wood and scaffolding, which is really useful. They can also have jungle temples in them, but they are so hard to navigate. B tier. Dark Oak Forest. I controversially love dark oak wood. The biomes can also have woodland mansions, which means totems of undying, and more. And they also have mushroom trees and animals, which means infinite food. S tier. Follow for part 7.
I found another secret room, but it's one that you might know. However, you probably forgot about it. Wondering what it could be? I'll give you a hint. It's in oak villages. Yes, in a village again. I wonder how many secret rooms I can find. This particular secret room is probably the best possible spot to hide your loot because no one looks here. This spot is great for people, like me, who live in villager houses, also known as brutally murdering villagers in their sleep, stealing their homes and beds, and permanently traumatizing their defenseless children. Anyways, ignore what I just said. Back to the secret room. I'll give you one more hint. It's in a spot that everyone goes to, but no one ever sees this secret area. Still have no clue? Alright, I'll show you. If you find an oak village with a blacksmith, then in the blacksmith there is actually a small area above the chest where you can hide your secret loot. This would also be a great spot for trolling people. Switch the chest to a trap chest, and when they open it, TNT will drop from the ceiling. They'll never expect it. I do not, however, give consent to sue me because your younger sibling got mad at you for killing you and caused you permanent brain damage. Anyways, now you know that. Minecraft Guess Who with I Am Pig. Okay, let me think. Does your block spawn naturally?
Yes.
Okay, alright, your turn.
Does your block have any colors of the rainbow?
No.
Okay. Pink's not in the rainbow, right?
Nah.
Back it up there, Blockhead.
No, you back it up. Is your block gray or green?
Yes.
Ooh, only 5 left.
Does your block have any beige?
No. Interesting question, though.
Alright, your turn, Blockhead.
Does your block have any green on it?
No.
2 left, I Am Pig.
Okay. Does your block have any redstone functions?
No.
Alright.
Is your block found in the nether?
No. Does your block have any gray on it?
Yes. Is your block cracked stone bricks?
Yeah. What was your block?
Light gray stained glass.
Oh, good game.
Good game. Caman18 copied me? Well, not exactly. Let's rewind to about a month ago where I posted the video, The Secret About Minecraft Desert Villages. In that video, I talked about how there's a third secret room under desert cartography for houses. In that video, I had also said that not even Caman18 knows about it, and my chat was like, he's gonna find it between a week and a month. 1 month later, I got 5 people who messaged me, go check out Caman's new video. I was like, well, what is this about? Well, you guessed it. He posted a video, The Caman18 Cubby, where he talked about the same thing. However, we mentioned different points, so he didn't copy me. You know what they say after all, great minds think alike. Also, Caman, please give me credit or shoot over this if you see this. But honestly, what's the rarest dye in Minecraft? Some dyes are really easy to get, like white or red dye, which have many different ways to obtain them. However, there are some quite hard ones to get. You might think right away to black or green dye, which are crafted with ink sacs and cacti, which means you have to be in a desert to obtain green dye, and finding and killing squids is surprisingly quite hard. So you're probably thinking, what is it then? Well, now we have 2 choices, lime green dye and cyan dye. Lime green dye is crafted with white and green dye, and cyan dye is crafted with blue and green dye. Blue dye is more uncommon than white dye, which means cyan dye is the rarest. Or is it? Brown dye is also very rare. To craft it, you need cocoa beans, only obtained through jungles. Jungles are rarer than deserts, so brown dye is the rarest. What is the most useless mob in Minecraft? There are a lot of really useless mobs in the game, like the Sniffer, who takes a long time to get, and the only purpose it has is to get useless seeds. Or the Ocelot, which used to turn into a cat when tamed, but can't anymore. I think the 2 most useless mobs, however, are bats and nitwit villagers, but which one is the most useless? Well, nitwit villagers can be bred and used in iron farms, so I guess they're kinda useful. And bats? Well, I don't really consider this useful, but they can set off warden traps when you're in the ancient city. So, they're unhelpful, annoying, and barely drop any XP. That means the winner for most useless mob goes to the bat. Now you don't have to ask. There are quite a few mobs in Minecraft that can attack you, like the zombie, skeleton, creeper, and even the llama. There are, however, a few mobs that I bet you didn't know that they can attack you. First is the axolotl, but only if it isn't tamed. Second is the dolphin, which, if you hit it, it will not only attack you, but a pod of dolphins will chase after you. Last, which I guarantee you didn't know, is pandas can attack you. Once you punch them, they will start chasing after you until they bite you, and surprisingly, their bites deal 2 hearts of damage if you're not wearing armor. Also, did you know that? Recently, in one of his shorts, Caman18 talked about the feature where in Education Edition there are cameras, which he thinks should be in normal Minecraft. But I think he was considering Java Edition as normal Minecraft, because in Bedrock Edition, there is a way to take pictures. And no, I'm not talking about how on a computer you can use F2 to screen capture, because that's only in Java. In Bedrock, there is a special button you have to click, and it's not using the Education Edition setting, because if you go into the pause menu in Bedrock, there is a button at the bottom of the screen letting you take pictures of your screen, no problem. Minecraft Biome Killers, Part 7? Jungle. Jungles are easy to get wood in, and they have some decent structures like jungle temples. Plus, it's easy to get food in since there is a lot of watermelons. However, it's kinda hard to move around in, and if you're a beginner, there isn't many animals, so it's hard to get a bed, which means you're likelier to die. B tier. Birch Forest. There are a lot of animals in Birch Forest, so it's easy to get food in them. Plus, they're small, so there's easy access to other biomes nearby, and it's easy to make a house in them. But I'm not a super big fan of the wood. Plus, there isn't really any structures in them. C tier. Cold Ocean. In cold oceans, there's easy access to ores since there are shipwrecks, plus you can get ice easily in them. On the other hand, it's hard to get food, plus it's slow since running is faster than swimming. C tier. Follow for the final part. I found the rarest biome in all of Minecraft, and it's not what you expect. You might be thinking of the Badlands, or the Ice Spikes, or even the Mushroom Island, but there's 2 biomes even rarer than those. The first is the Modified Jungle Edge, which got removed in 1.17, but the rarest is the Lush Cave. But not just any lush cave, because I found an above-ground lush cave, just casually blending in with the terrain. This is also one of the few seeds where you can naturally find axolotls swimming in the ocean. This is also the same seed as my glitched well seed, but now you know that. I just found something that no one knows about, not even Caman18. So the other day, I'm going to a desert village for something I wanted to make there, and so I flew into it and spectated, just in case I noticed something out of place, since sometimes I do. And so I get to the village, and nothing of interest had sparked my eye, until I noticed something right as I was about to change back into creative mode. Something so pointless I don't even know why it's in the game. In desert village cartographer houses like this one, if you go under the tallest house, there's this little basement room thingy, but there's no stairs to get to it. No ladder, no nothing. Villagers can't even get to it. The only way to get into it is by mining. And something even more weird, it's in both versions, Bedrock and Java. Mojang, what even is the point of this? Perhaps we'll never know. Which is better in Minecraft, dogs or cats? I think cats, and I'll tell you why. First, let's start off fair. I will not be considering dog armor in this, just normal dogs and normal cats. Dogs aren't that smart. They will throw themselves at any creature that's stronger than them to protect you, even the warden. However, they will obey what you say even if they just got tamed. They do have quite a few variants and are able to be tamed very easily. They're pretty good though if you tame a lot of them. Cats, however, take things sensible. They will scare off creepers and phantoms but won't get themselves killed. They obey you right away like dogs and don't take fall damage, where dogs will needlessly throw themselves off a cliff just to follow you, when if they wait like 5 seconds they'll just teleport to you. Cats also bring you gifts like phantom membrane if you go to bed and they're not in the sitting position. Since they scare off creepers, you can create creeper farms early on in the game by just creating an area in the air where creepers spawn and they will throw themselves off and die. Plus, if you want to station a few cats around your base won't get exploded by creepers or attacked by phantoms. They are harder to tame though since they get scared of you, but now you don't have to wonder. I found a pink sheep in insanely quick time, in only 1 minute and 9 seconds, but by accident. Here's how it happened. I was going to speedrun a random item on the seed blockhead, and I got gray stained glass pink, but I ended up speedrunning something a lot more impressive. I'll run the clip. No, not that clip. Okay, there we go. So I started off by getting some wood from a tree that was conveniently right in front of me, and turning it into planks. I then started following the ocean shoreline and mined some sand to turn it into some glass panes for later, and crafted a crafting table. I crafted some sticks and a wooden pickaxe, and then as I went into the forest, there, in the corner of my screen, was a pink sheep. I almost didn't notice it. This was actually, embarrassingly, the first pink sheep I've ever found. I mean, hey, new personal record. I'll take it. I was so surprised when it happened. Let me know in the comments if you guys have found one quicker, and what I should speedrun next, and I might do it. But that's how. Minecraft Biome Tier List Part 5. Swamps. These biomes have their pros and cons. There's quite a bit of wood here, and mobs for food. Plus, you can build really efficient slime farms here. On the other hand, they look disgusting. Plus, with the little pools of water everywhere, it's really hard to build in. C Tier. Taiga. I love these biomes. They have my favorite wood in them, spruce. Plus, they're easy to get food, build a house, and just start the game. They also have a decent amount of villages, and I find that taiga villages have more blacksmiths than other villages. Or is that just me? S Tier. More motion. Very pretty and colorful biomes. The only biome you can gather coral reef, see tropical fish, and get sea pickles. They also have shipwrecks spread out in them, but are pretty rare and not that useful overall. B Tier. Follow for Part 6. I'm so excited because Mojang just announced that bundles are coming to Minecraft. Bundles will really help with inventory problems, since within 10 to 15 minutes of gameplay, your inventory is full to the brim with stuff. Minecraft had announced the bundle back in 1.17, but it wasn't added. We've been waiting for the bundle for 5 whole updates. The reason why it wasn't added is because of Pocket Edition. To get the items out of the bundle, you have to hover your mouse on it. Mojang was having problems making the hovering UI on touchscreens, and because of that, a lot of Minecraft players thought Mojang forgot about it, and it was never going to be added. But I guess Mojang finally figured out a way for touchscreens. This'll really help with my chest monsters too. Anyway, that's the reason why. Have you ever used this button? Probably not. I haven't ever really paid attention to it until the other day when I was using a beacon for mining. So I decided to figure out what it did. At first I thought it would clear the item in the slot, or maybe let you choose a different beacon effect. And when I clicked it, it just took me out of the menu. That's literally it. But wait, it gets worse. If you put your ore in, but you click the X before you click the check mark, it will just throw the item in front of you, and you have to go pick it up. But here's the worst part. The X is off center. On this side, there's 3 pixels before the X, but on this side, there's more. This is so aggravating. I don't know if I like beacons that much anymore. But I'm still wondering.
Minecraft Biome Tier List, Part 3, Plains Biome. Plains biomes are great for building houses since they're so flat, and great for farms and finding food, just starting out in general, so I'm putting it in S tier. Mushroom Island. Mobs can't spawn on Mushroom Islands, plus, mushrooms make a great source of food, but if you start on one, you have to go all the way to the mainland to get wood, so they're great for the later game. A tier. Old growth spruce taiga. They're just spruce biomes with way more kick. My favorite wood is spruce wood, so I love these biomes. Plus they have cute wolves and foxes and all the wood your heart could possibly desire. S tier. Savanna. Savanna biomes are good for finding the new armadillo and spotted wolf. On the other hand, I'm not a big fan of acacia wood, and savanna biomes go for so long sometimes. The villages look pretty cool though, so I'm putting it in C tier. Follow for part 4. You've been calling these biomes the wrong name all along? First, let's start off with this. What do you call it? For the longest time, I called it Mesa, but the official name is Badlands, although you might have already heard it called that. This, however, is not a mushroom island. The official name for it is actually Mushroom Fields, although in my opinion, it makes way more sense to be called a mushroom island. Now this biome is not a plains biome. This is a meadow, although plains biomes look very similar. The only difference is meadows are often higher up and have slightly different colored grass. Mojang, please just make them the same biome. This here is not a spruce forest, or even a spruce biome. It's a taiga biome. Don't ask me why players started calling these biomes different names. I don't know. Also, did you know that the void is actually a biome? Wait, that means there's a same biome in all 3 dimensions. Bet you didn't know that. Anyway, that's the reason why. Does your Minecraft house look like this? If so, I'll show you a few tips to improve your build. First, change your build to look either like an L shape or a T shape. Next, change the outer sides to be oak logs, not planks. Next, add windows, preferably with panes since it saves material. Also, adding leaves or flower pots around the outside is a nice touch. Make stairs going up to the roof, and around the rim of the roof, put fence posts. Finally, change the floor to a checkerboard stripped oak log pattern and the roof to cobblestone or polished andesite, although those are optional. To make it look extra fancy, add a garden outside of your house and pigs, cows, or sheep in a pen. You could also add a basement if you want extra storage. Minecraft Biome Tier List Part 4, Snowy Plains. I hate these biomes. They have almost nothing good in them. Almost no trees, hard to get food, and there's strays at night. The only thing more annoying than strays in my opinion is fences. There's also barely any passive mobs, so getting things like a bed is difficult. The one good thing about them is that they have villages and igloos, but igloos are pretty useless, and there's villages in every other biome. Plus they seem to go on forever. I've spent over an hour trying to get out of just one of them. F tier. Snowy Mountains. Almost as bad as Snowy Plains, although it's a lot easier to get ores like emerald, coal, and copper, if you need that for whatever reason. E tier. Stony Peaks. An actually good biome now. I love spawning on these because of their abundance of ores, especially iron, coal, and emerald. Great for getting started. They also have calcite. The only other way to get that is through amethyst geodes. I also like how they aren't wide, just long, so you can get to other biomes and get stuff like wood easily. Unfortunately, they are hard to build in, and you don't really need them in a later game, so I'm putting it in A tier. Follow for part 5. As promised, for this video, I am doing a Q&A. The first question, how long have I been playing? Well, there's multiple answers to that. The first time I played was in 2015 on an old school tablet, but I actually got the game 2 years later. Bedrock Edition, but I only started playing Java about 1 year ago. How do I film my videos? But before we answer that question, I wanted to let you know that 3 new videos have dropped. They're just monthly compilations of my other shorts, so if my posting doesn't line up with your schedule, you can just watch them monthly. So go check them out and let's get back to the Q&A. Alright, so how do I film my videos? I record my audio first, then using a screen recorder, I record each individual clip. Then I edit all of them to the right length. Finally, I add the words, and all this takes me about 5 hours. Bedrock or Java? I like both for different reasons. Bedrock and Java each have their perks. I like Java for recording my videos, but a lot of my friends play on Bedrock, so when I play with my friends, I'll often play on Bedrock. Now that we're halfway through the video, I would like to give you a friendly invitation to click that subscribe button because these videos take a lot of work. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Let's play Minecraft Telepathy with TMKA. 3, 2,
1 place. Alright. Let me see.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, place.
How did you get that from these?
You dry sponges, wet
Okay.
sponges in the nether.
And what about the fence? 2, 1 place.
I got that because it stain rhymes with pain, so rotten flesh looks like a stain. So
You have it?
yeah. Okay. Say 3, 2, 1. Place your block.
Yes!
Yes.
So I trapped my friend in a bedrock box and I told him that I would give him unlimited diamonds if he got out. Here's what happened. My friend opened up the chest and took out the bottle of enchanting, trident, and oak log that were in it. After that, he crafted the oak log into 4 oak planks. Next, he used 3 oak planks to make a bowl. Next, he found the channeling trident in the alcove in the wall. Next, he broke the chest and got the cornflower and the item frame underneath. Then he threw his trident at the mushroom, turning it brown. Then he milked the mushroom using bowls to get mushroom stew. After some thinking, he killed the mushroom, which made him fail. Rest in pieces, mushroom. He was actually supposed to feed the flower to the mushroom, then pillar up to the alcove at the top with the help of the suspicious stew. Then grab the allium and the Riptide 3 book that were up there. Then go back down, get levels from the bottle of enchanting and use it to enchant the trident. Then remilk the mushroom to get jump boost suspicious stew and go back up to the alcove at the top. Then go in the water and use the Riptide 3 trident to shoot out of the escape room. I have had enough. I keep seeing these videos about how much Bedrock Edition sucks. And one of the main reasons why people say Java is better is the Minecraft Marketplace, since you have to pay for a lot of stuff in it. And yes, Bedrock does own the Minecraft Marketplace, but players often think Bedrock has to pay for almost all their mods and worlds. But you can get add-ons in Bedrock for free, like this mob has one. And you can even get texture packs or worlds, just like in Java Edition. And even CurseForge has a page where you can download mods to Bedrock Edition. Plus, Bedrock has tons and tons of free worlds and mods that you can get on the marketplace, like this Hermitcraft one. And no, I'm not trying to hate on Java. I use Java after all. I'm just trying to get people to stop hating on Bedrock for the wrong reasons, because Minecraft biome tier list. Oak biome. Easy to find villages in and good for making houses. A tier. Mesas. Good for finding gold and mine shafts, but other than that they kinda suck. C tier. Dripstone caves. Good for finding ores and mine shafts, but one fall and you're dead. B tier. Flower forests. Just forest with a little more kick. A tier. Cherry blossoms. Kinda useless, but they're really pretty, so B tier. Frozen ocean. I personally wouldn't go there unless I needed packed ice, so D tier. Frozen peaks. Good for finding ores like emerald or iron and packed or blue ice, and they look pretty cool, no pun intended, but they're pretty tricky to navigate, so I'm putting them in B tier. Follow for part 2. Minecraft, but I can't have oak logs, planks, or crafting table in my inventory at any point, and my goal is to get a stone pickaxe. And after many attempts, I got this run. Okay, we're in a desert. There might be a desert temple. Oh, a village! And I can get some sticks from these dead shrubs. Perfect. Oh, there's a cup. Let's get one more just to be safe. And there we go. Alright, anything in this house? Nope. Oh, there's a crafting table. That'll be useful. Oh, there's a blacksmith. Yes, it has an iron pick. Now I'll mine this cobblestone. And that's all we need. Now let's go back to the house with the crafting table. Here we are. Yes! Finally! Minecraft biome tier list, part 2. Ice spikes. The ice spikes themselves can be turned into cool, get it, houses. But they aren't that good and they're pretty rare, so they're not a good ice source. So I'm going to put them in E tier. Jagged peaks. Great for finding ores, especially iron, coal, and emerald. But there's a lot of powdered snow, which is really annoying. Plus it takes a lot of time to move around on them, so I'm going to put it in B tier.
Lush Caves. In Lush Caves, there's axolotls, which help you fight off the mobs you find in there, and you can find ores, and there's glowberries in there, so you have a food source. Plus, I really like the spore blossoms in there, and they're pretty even without the spore blossoms, so I'm gonna put them in S tier. Mangrove Swamp. When I see one, I just want to get a sapling and get out because they're really annoying to travel through with their mud, water, and trees, but especially when they're hilly. And the trees aren't even that good because the wood looks like raw meat and it's hard to get it from the trees. There is frogs though, which is kind of cool, so I'm putting them in E tier.
Follow for part 3.
Banners are customizable. They come in a lot of different types and colors, but honestly, they all kind of suck. You only really see them on the walls of castles sometimes, or on outposts if you're lucky enough to find one. But recently, I found something actually really useful with them. If you craft yourself an empty locator map using 8 paper and 1 compass, then you put your banner down and you left click it with the map in your hand, the banner will show up on the map as a waypoint. Also, if you name the banner whatever you want, please like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated and I'm just starting out. And anyways, you put that named banner down, and with your map you left click that banner, the banner will show up with the name under it. If you like videos about Minecraft tips and tricks, follow me for more. What is the rarest possible thing you can get from fishing in Minecraft? You probably know that you can catch more than just fish while fishing, but did you know that these items come in 3 different categories? Category number 1 is fish, obviously, with cod having the highest catch rate and tropical fish having the lowest. Category number 2 is junk, having things in it like lily pads and rotten flesh. The final category is treasure, having things in it like enchanted books, bows, fishing rods, name tags, saddles, and nautilus shells. So you would expect the rarest item to be in treasure, like a book or something, right? But no, it's not in treasure. The actual category it's in is junk, which is pretty surprising. The rarest item is ink sacs with only a 0.1% catch rate. With luck of the C3, it's 0.04. Personally, though, I would rather kill squids than hope I'm lucky enough to catch an ink sac. So the other day, I was scrolling on the Minecraft wiki and I found this. Minecraft Pi Edition? Since when was this a thing? So after a bit of research, I found that it's a version of Minecraft specifically designed for the Raspberry Pi, which is in the red circle, and it's a series of small single-board computers. And it lets you code and modify your worlds. And after I looked for a little while longer, I found that there's a small community of players who are dedicated to playing this version of Minecraft. This community of players goes under the name MCPI Revival. Even though this version of Minecraft is lost to history, it's kept alive by the players. If you like videos about Minecraft tips and tricks, follow me for more. Did you know that you can use water as a fuel source in Minecraft? Well, kinda. Let me explain. First though, we need to get some wet sponge from an ocean monument. That is, if you can find any. Next, you need a fuel source like lava, or wood, although lava works best. Finally, you need a furnace. Now, for the assembly. First, put your fuel source in the furnace. Next, put the wet sponges in the furnace, and when they're done cooking, the water from the sponges will go into the empty bucket. By the way, if you aren't using lava as your fuel source, just place the empty bucket in after your fuel source. Unfortunately, the water itself doesn't actually cook the sponges, it just takes their water. However, this still remains as the only way to get a water bucket in a furnace, since when you right-click, it does nothing. If you like videos about Minecraft tips and tricks, follow me for more.